Don't scroll. I know you've been waiting. I know you've been hoping. I know you've been asking yourself if anything would ever change. Something is about to change. Not next month. Not next year. 2 weeks from now. Not a random date. Not a coincidence. Not just another day on the calendar. The day I have chosen. The day your person will end there. Not their life. Their season. A season of confusion. A season of stagnation. A season of separation. They will end it. Not because you forced them. Because I am moving. I am the God of timing. Not early. Not late. On time. 2 weeks from now is on time. Not because you understand. Because I do. Not because you can see the future. Because I can. Not because you're strong enough. Because I am. 2 weeks from now, your person will make a decision. Not a small decision. A life-changing decision. A decision they have been avoiding. A decision they have been afraid to make. A decision that will affect everything. Not just their life. Yours. 2 weeks from now, they will end there. Wait. Their hesitation. They're holding back. They have been waiting. Not for you. For courage. Courage is building. Not overnight. Over time. They have been gathering courage. Not consciously. Spiritually. I have been giving it. Not because they deserve it. Because they need it. They need courage to do what they have been avoiding. Not because they're weak. Because they're scared. Scared of change. Scared of the unknown. Scared of hurting people. But the fear is losing its power. Not because fear is weak. Because I am stronger. And I am with them. 2 weeks from now, the fear will break. Not gradually. Suddenly. Like a dam breaking. Not because the dam was weak. Because the pressure was too much. The pressure of conviction. The pressure of truth. The pressure of love. They can't hold it anymore. They will break. Not in a bad way. In a beautiful way. The way a hard shell breaks to reveal something soft inside. The way a cocoon breaks to release a butterfly. The way a tomb breaks to release life. They will break. And what emerges will be different. Not the same person who entered the cocoon. A new person. Not perfect. Changed. Changed by the struggle. Changed by the waiting. Changed by me. 2 weeks from now, you will see. Not with your eyes. With your heart. You will see someone you barely recognize. Not because they're a stranger. Because they're new. New courage. New clarity. New commitment. They will end there. Not their life. Their indecision. They will decide. Not maybe. Not eventually. Not someday. Now. 2 weeks from now is now. Not on your calendar. On mine. My calendar is not yours. Not slower. Not faster. Different. I operate in Kairos, not Chronos. Not clock time. Opportune time. 2 weeks from now is opportune. Not because the calendar says so. Because I say so. And what I say, happens. Not might happen. Will happen. 2 weeks from now, your person will end there. Not their relationship. Their resistance. They have been resisting. Not you. Themselves. Resisting the truth. Resisting the call. Resisting the change. Resistance is exhausting. They are exhausted. Not because they're weak. Because resistance takes energy. They have been using their energy to resist. Not to grow. To stay the same. Staying the same is not rest. Staying the same is stagnation. They are stagnant. Not because they're lazy. Because they're scared. But stagnation is not sustainable. Not because I am impatient. Because they are created for growth. Growth is not optional. Not for plants. Not for people. They must grow. Not because I demand it. Because it's in their nature. They are created to grow. Like a seed. Like a child. Like a tree. Not growing is dying. They have been dying. Not physically. Spiritually. Their spirit is shrinking. Not because I am taking it. Because they are not using it. Use it or lose it. They have not been using their spirit. Not because they don't have one. Because they've been ignoring it. Ignoring the still, small voice. Not because it's silent. Because they're distracted. Distracted by fear. Distracted by comfort. Distracted by the opinions of others. But the voice is getting louder. Not because I am shouting. Because they are listening. Listening is not passive. Listening is active. They are actively listening. Not to the noise. To me. I am speaking. Not loudly. Clearly. They are hearing. Not with their ears. With their spirit. Their spirit is waking up. Not because they're trying. Because I am calling. Called people wake up. Not all at once. Gradually. They are waking. 2 weeks from now, they will be awake. Not fully. Enough. Enough to act. Not perfectly. Truly. They will act. And their action will end there. Not their life. Their limbo. They have been in limbo. Not here. Not there. Stuck. Not because they're stuck. Because they're waiting. Waiting for permission. Not from you. From themselves. They need to give themselves permission. To change. To grow. To choose. Permission is not given by others. Permission is given by self. They have not given themselves permission. Not because they can't. Because they're afraid. Afraid of their own power. power is scary. Not because it's dangerous. Because it's responsibility. With power comes responsibility. They are afraid of responsibility. Not because they're lazy. Because they've been irresponsible. Irresponsible people fear responsibility. Not because they're evil. Because they're immature. Immature people avoid responsibility. Mature people embrace it. They are maturing. Not because they're trying. Because life is forcing them. Life forces maturity. Not gently. Forcefully. They are being forced. Not by you. By circumstances. Circumstances are changing. Not randomly. Intentionally. I am changing them. Because they won't change themselves. I love them too much to leave them stuck. So I am changing their circumstances. Not to punish them. To push them. Push them out of the nest. Not because I am cruel. Because they need to fly. They have been sitting. Not flying. Sitting is safe. Sitting is comfortable. But sitting is not living. They need to live. Not just exist. Live. Fly. Not because flying is easy. Because flying is freedom. Freedom is not safe. Freedom is worth it. They need to experience freedom. Not from responsibility. From fear. Fear has been their cage. Not because I put them there. Because they did. They built their cage. Not with bars. With excuses. Excuses are bars. I can't because. I'm not ready because. What if? These are bars. They have been living behind bars. Not because they're criminals. Because they're captives. Captives of their own fear. I am the liberator. Not of prisoners. Of captives. Fear is not a prison with locks. Fear is a prison without locks. The door is open. They have not walked through. Not because they can't. Because they won't. Won't is not can't. They can. They are able. They are not walking. Not because their legs are broken. Because their will is broken. Broken will needs healing. Not from a doctor. From me. I am the healer of wills. Not of bodies. Of spirits. Their spirit is weak. Not because I made it weak. Because they didn't exercise it. Exercise strengthens. They have not been exercising their will. Not because they're lazy. Because they're comfortable. Comfortable is not strong. Strong is not comfortable. They have chosen comfort. Not because it's good. Because it's easy. Easy is not right. Right is not easy. They have been choosing easy. Not because they're evil. Because they're human. Humans choose easy. But easy leads to stagnation. Stagnation leads to death. Not physical. Spiritual. Their spirit is dying. Not because I am killing it. Because they are starving it. starving it of challenge, of growth, of risk. Risk is food for the spirit. They have not been taking risks. Not because they're wise. Because they're scared. Scared people play it safe. Safe is not spiritual. Spiritual is risky. They need to take a risk. Not a small risk. A big one. A risk that could change everything. Not for you. For them. They need to risk. 2 weeks from now, they will. Not because they're ready. Because they're pushed. Pushed by circumstances. Pushed by me. I am the pusher. Not of people. Of growth. Growth requires pushing. Not gentle nudges. Firm pushes. They are being pushed. Not off a cliff. Into freedom. Freedom is not a cliff. Freedom is a field. Wide. Open. Inviting. They have been standing at the edge. Not of a cliff. Of a field. They can see the field. Not clearly. Dimly. They know it's there. They have not entered. Not because they can't. Because they're afraid. Afraid of the openness. Openness is vulnerable. They have been hiding in the trees. Not because trees are bad. Because they provide cover. Cover is safe. But cover is not freedom. They need to leave the trees. Not because trees are evil. Because they need to see. See the sky. See the sun. See the horizon. They have been looking at trees. Not at the horizon. The horizon is their future. Not the future they imagined. The future I have for them. It is good. Not easy. Good. Because I am in it. 2 weeks from now, they will step out. Not into the unknown. Into the known. Known to me. Not to them. But known. I know what's out there. Not danger. Growth. Growth is not dangerous. Growth is challenging. They can handle challenge. Not because they're strong. Because I am with them. I am with them. Not watching from a distance. Walking beside them. Every step. Even the steps that feel like falling. I am with them. And I am leading them. Not into a trap. Into freedom. Freedom is not a trap. Freedom is a gift. I am giving it. 2 weeks from now. Not because they deserve it. Because I am good. And good gives. So take a breath. Put your phone down on a flat surface if you need to. Put your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. I put it there. I am keeping it beating. And I am about to tell you what you need to do while you wait. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here's what you need to do while you wait. Not panic. Pray. You want to panic. To call them. To rush them. To try to make it happen. Don't. Pray. Not, God, make them do it. God, Give them courage. Give them strength. Give them peace. Pray. Not once. Daily. As the 2 weeks pass, pray. For their courage. For their clarity. For their peace. Pray. And let prayer be your action. Not controlling. Trusting. Trust that I am working. Not on your timeline. On mine. But I am working. So pray. And wait. Not anxiously. Expectantly. Not desperately. Trustingly. Not with your phone in your hand. With your heart in my hands. Wait. They are coming. Not because you forced them. Because I am leading them. And I never lose my way. So wait. And trust. Don't scroll. Stay with me. This is where most people want to rush. Don't. Here's what else you need to do. Prepare your heart. Not for disappointment. For joy. They are coming. Not because you deserve it. Because I am good. Prepare to receive them. Not as they were. As they are. Changed. Not perfect. Changed. Prepare to love the changed version. Not the old version. The new one. New people require new love. Not the love you had. The love you will have. It will be different. Not worse. Different. Prepare for different. Not with fear. With hope. Prepare. Don't scroll. Part 2 is here. And if you made it through Part 1, if you stayed when the prophecy about 2 weeks from now was revealed, then you're ready for what comes next. Because Part 1 was about the countdown. The decision they will make. The fear that will break. The freedom that is coming. Part 2 is about preparing your heart for their return. Not their return to the way things were. Their return to you. Changed. Not the person who left. A new person. Not perfect. Different. You need to prepare. Not by controlling the outcome. By opening your heart. Not by rehearsing what you'll say. By quieting your mind. Not by demanding answers. By extending grace. They are coming. Not because you forced them. Because I am leading them. And I never lose my way. But you must be ready. Not with a speech. With an open heart. Not with expectations. With grace. Not with conditions. With love. They are not coming to meet the old you. They are coming to meet the new you. The you that has grown while they were away. Not because you were trying. Because life forced you. Life forces growth. You have grown. Not because you wanted to. Because you had to. Necessity is the mother of growth. You grew. Not in height. In heart. Your heart is bigger. Not because you tried. Because you suffered. Suffering expands the heart. Not physically. Spiritually. Your spirit is larger. Not because you're proud. Because you're humble. Humility is not small. Humility is large. Large enough to forgive. Large enough to welcome. Large enough to love. Not the old love. The new love. Love that has been tested. Love that has been tried. Love that has been purified. Purified love is stronger. Not because it's intense. Because it's resilient. Resilient love can withstand storms. Not because storms are weak. Because love is strong. Your love is strong. Not because you're strong. Because I am. And I am in you. So prepare. Not by building walls. By opening doors. Not by protecting your heart. By preparing it to receive. Not by rehearsing what you'll say. By quieting your mind. Quiet minds hear better. You need to hear. Not their words. My voice. I will guide you. Not with a loudspeaker. With a whisper. Whispers are hard to hear in the noise. Quiet the noise. Not by ignoring it. By focusing on me. Focus. Not on your fears. On my faithfulness. Not on your doubts. On my promises. Not on your wounds. On my healing. Focus. And let focus prepare your heart. So take a breath. Stay with me. Don't scroll. Because what I'm about to tell you is going to help you prepare your heart for their return. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the first thing you need to do to prepare your heart. Forgive them in advance. Not because they've asked. Because you need to be ready. If you wait until they arrive to forgive, you may not be ready. Forgiveness takes time. Not because I am slow. Because you are human. And humans need time to process. So start now. Not by forgiving them. By preparing to forgive them. Pray. God, help me forgive them when they come. I don't want to be bitter. I want to be free. Pray. Not because prayer is magic. Because prayer prepares your heart. Your heart is not ready to forgive. Not because you're mean. Because you're hurt. Hurt hearts struggle to forgive. Not because they don't want to. Because they're wounded. Wounded people protect themselves. Forgiveness feels like vulnerability. And vulnerability is scary. Especially when you've been hurt. So pray. Ask me to heal your hurt. Not when they arrive. Now. Healing takes time. Not because I am slow. Because you are human. Start now. So that when they come, you will be ready. Not perfectly. But truly. Ready to forgive. Not because they deserve it. Because you need to be free. Forgiveness is not for them. It's for you. It releases the poison so you can heal. So forgive in advance. Not with your feelings. With your will. Choose to forgive. Even if you don't feel like it. Feelings follow choices. Choose. And let your choice prepare your heart. Don't scroll. Stay with me. This is where most people want to hold on to anger. Don't. Here is the second thing you need to do to prepare your heart. Let go of your expectations. You have expectations. Of how they will be. Of what they will say. Of how things will go. Let them go. Not because they're wrong. Because they might be wrong. Expectations are not reality. Reality is what happens. Not what you expect. You have been disappointed by expectations. Not because reality is bad. Because your expectations were wrong. Let go. Not of hope. Of control. You cannot control how they will be. You can only control how you will be. Control you. Not them. Let go of your expectations. And be open to what is. Not what you want. What is. What is maybe better than what you wanted. Not because you're lucky. Because I am good. And good gives better than you can imagine. So let go. And let me surprise you. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the third thing you need to do to prepare your heart. Remember your own growth. Not their failures. Your growth. You have changed. Not because you tried. Because you suffered. Suffering is a teacher. Not a kind teacher. An effective one. You have learned. Not in a classroom. In life. Life is the best classroom. Not because it's easy. Because it's real. Real lessons stick. You have learned. About yourself. About love. About forgiveness. About grace. Remember. Not to be proud. To be humble. Humility is not forgetting your growth. Humility is remembering where it came from. From me. I am the source. Not of suffering. Of growth. I used suffering. Not because it's good. Because I am good. And good redeems. Remember your growth. And let remembering prepare your heart. Don't scroll. This is where everything shifts. Here is the fourth thing you need to do to prepare your heart. Write down your fears. Not to dwell on them. To release them. What are you afraid of? That they will leave again? That they haven't changed? That you will be hurt again? Write them down. Not to give them power. To give them to me. Give me your fears. I can carry them. You can't. Not because you're weak. Because fears are heavy. Heavy things crush. You are being crushed. Not by reality. By fear. Fear is not reality. Fear is possibility. Possibility is not probability. Write down your fears. Then release them. God, I give you my fear of abandonment. I trust you. God, I give you my fear of disappointment. I trust you. God, I give you my fear of being hurt again. I trust you. Release. And let releasing prepare your heart. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the fifth thing you need to do to prepare your heart. Rehearse grace. Not what you will say. How you will respond. When they arrive, they may not have words. Not because they don't care. Because they're scared. Scared people stumble. You may need to help them. Not with your words. With your eyes. Let your eyes say, "I'm glad you're here." Not, "It's about time." "I'm glad you're here." That's grace. Not earned. Given. Give it. Not because they deserve it. Because you have received it. From me. Every day. Grace upon grace. Give what you have received. Not sparingly. Lavishly. Not reluctantly. Joyfully. Not conditionally. Unconditionally. Rehearse grace. And let grace prepare your heart. Don't scroll. Stay with me. We're halfway through part 2. Here is the sixth thing you need to do to prepare your heart. Set healthy boundaries. Not walls. Boundaries. Walls keep everyone out. Boundaries create healthy space. You need boundaries. Not to punish them. To protect the relationship. Boundaries are not punishment. Boundaries are protection. What boundaries do you need? I need you to be honest with me. I need you to communicate when you're struggling. I need you to respect my time and energy. These are boundaries. Not demands. Boundaries. Write them down. Not to use as a weapon. To use as a guide. When they arrive, you may forget. Not because you're not paying attention. Because emotions are high. Write down your boundaries. So you don't forget. Not to interrogate. To protect. Protect your heart. Not by closing it. By guarding it. Guard your heart. Not with walls. With wisdom. Wisdom sets boundaries. Set them. And let boundaries prepare your heart. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is the seventh thing you need to do to prepare your heart. Pray for their courage. Not for their arrival. For their courage. They are scared. Scared of your reaction. Scared of your judgment. Scared of your rejection. They need courage. Not the courage to arrive. The courage to stay. Arriving is one step. Staying is many. They need courage to stay. Not because they're weak. Because staying is hard. Staying requires vulnerability. Vulnerability is scary. Pray for their courage. Not, God, make them come. God, give them courage to stay. Pray. And let prayer prepare your heart. Don't scroll. We're almost through part 2. Here is the eighth thing you need to do to prepare your heart. Trust me with the outcome. Not your plan. My plan. You have a plan for their return. Not a bad plan. A human plan. My plan is better. Not easier. Better. Trust me. Not because you understand. Because I do. Not because you can see the future. Because I can. Not because you're strong enough. Because I am. Trust me with the outcome. Not by controlling. By releasing. Release them to me. I will handle them. Not with your anger. With my love. My love is powerful. Not forceful. Powerful. It draws. It doesn't push. I will draw them. Not on your timeline. On mine. But I will draw them. If they are willing. If they are not, I will not force. Love does not force. But I will draw. Trust me. And let trust prepare your heart. Listen to me. Your heart needs this right now. Here is what I want you to take with you. 2 weeks from now, your person will end their resistance. Now prepare your heart. Forgive them in advance. Let go of your expectations. Remember your own growth. Write down your fears. Rehearse grace. Set healthy boundaries. Pray for their courage. Trust me with the outcome. These are not suggestions. They are steps. Steps toward readiness. Not a perfect readiness. A true readiness. Take them. Not quickly. Prayerfully. Not alone. With me. I am with you. Every step. Not watching from a distance. Walking beside you. Every step. Even the steps that feel like going backward. I am with you. And I am leading you forward. Not quickly. But surely. One step at a time. Take the next step. Not the perfect step. The next step. And I will be with you. Breathe. Put your hand on your chest. Feel your heartbeat. I put it there. I am keeping it beating. I am not going to stop. And neither should you. Because 2 weeks from now, everything changes. Get ready. Not by striving. By resting. Not by working. By receiving. Not by earning. By believing. Get ready. I am with you.